Hello, as Sunil Tulsiani, founder of Private Investment Club. So I'm making this video for you today being 13th of July 2022. Especially if you're in Canada, you know Bank of Canada has raised the interest rates by 1%. Now, this is not a small move. It's a huge, a few weeks ago, USA, they increased their interest rate by 0.75 and we increased it by 100 points, and it's just unbelievable. You see, March of 2022, we were at 1.75 as a Bank of Canada rate, and then they dropped from 1.75 to 0.25%, which basically meant money was almost free, which has stimulated the economy. People were getting mortgages all over the places, and it was so cheap that prices of real estate shot through the roof, stocks went up. Government started giving away free money to the corporations, to people, and everybody else like that. So they were giving away free money. They reduced the interest rates to almost nothing, and then they're wondering why the real estate market shot through the roof, where people are fighting, paying $100,000, $200,000, or even more per home. Now, as you may know, since the last few months, Bank of Canada has increased the interest rate 4 different times, and now it went from 0.25, it went to 2.5%. Now, think about this. It was basically a quarter to 250 basis point. It is huge jump that hasn't happened in last several decades. So what does that all mean? What should you be doing right now? Now, some of you who are members of my club, my next members only session is happening next week on Wednesday, 20th of July. But those of you who have not joined me yet, here's something that I want to remind you. First of all, there are indicators from all over the place. If you read it, there is a recession already. I mean, yes, the officials are going to announce it shortly, but you know, all the indicators. I mean, I talk about how I was a police officer, and when you're investigating, you're looking for motives and clues and what's going on, and not blindly just following people. And there has been clues for actually last year or so. And even when the market was going up, people say, well, this is crazy. I can't believe it's going up, but I'm just going to participate. I'm just going to buy properties that are negative cash flow. I'm going to buy properties because I think they're just going to keep going up. I'm going to just buy it because everybody else is buying. Well, now, especially in Greater Toronto area, some of the areas have gone down by 10 to 30% or even more in real estate prices. People are no longer buying like crazy points that they were doing before. Now, there are some areas that people, the market didn't go as much, but I want to talk about majority of the areas: Mississauga, Brampton, Toronto, Durham, and North York, Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton, and London, Ontario. Some of these places, the prices have come down. Here's the main reason. Look, when the Bank of Canada or America, they raise their interest rate, so the banks have to raise their interest rate. So imagine if you had mortgage payments that were half the interest rate as you saw them 4 or 5 months ago. Okay, we're in July right now. So obviously your monthly payments are going to be a lot higher. So I want to simplify this for a lot of people, because a lot of times people get confused. What does this mean? Basically, if the prices go up, it means that it's harder to sell, because people who are going to buy your property are not going to be able to afford it. If they can't afford it, they're not going to buy for the same price that maybe you have bought 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago even. So what does that mean? What it means is that a lot of people who have bought their properties did not lock in their interest rates, the mortgage rates and all that stuff, and they're into a big, huge, crazy surprise as to what their monthly payments is going to be. Their taxes are higher, property taxes are higher, your mortgages are higher, the income hasn't gone up even close to what the expenses have been. They say we're going to be just under 8% of inflation in Canada. We all know it's way more than that, and it's going to continue. It's expected to continue to go up, and we are not producing as country as we did before. We just can't do it. So what do? Is the market going to crash? Well, we all know that when the market crashes, most people lose money, some people make a lot of money. So what do? Look, get educated, prepare yourself, connect with the right people, and network with the right people, and find out what the rich people are doing just before the crash. If the crash doesn't occur, they're still going to get richer. If crash occurs, they're going to get more richer. This is what I'm doing right now: planning, preparing, connecting, and learning the best, greatest thing that I can do right now. Because for me, when I left the police force in 2005, 2000 to 2008, I'm generating millions of dollars. And then I lost it all. And then from 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, especially in the United States, I ended up generating huge amounts of money. And while many of the companies went down, real estate clubs went down, some of the other people lost completely all the money that they had in real estate. And then few people, some of us, generated huge amounts of money. So whatever you do, go educate yourself. Find out what can you do. Figure out if this is a joining private investment club, maybe the best thing you can do during these uncertain times. We're talking about connections, access to good deals, access to money, and actually doing the opposite to what most people will do, because most people will lose money. I have some people right now who are non-members sending me emails to Sunil, I've lost $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, and even more. What do I do? I want you to know we're coming up to a really uncertain, scary times in markets, in real estate markets, and other places where people are putting their money. I want you to know that there is a way for people to make huge amounts of money when the market crashes. Most of the big companies started during recession. I want you to be that company or that person that generates huge amounts of income while helping others during the upcoming crash. So recession is already here, not officially. I'm predicting the crash is coming, and you can make lots of money doing so by educating yourself, by connecting with the right people, connecting with the investors, getting access to good deals, and perhaps, like I said, go where the successful people are hanging out. If you want to consider joining Private Investment Club, please click the link in this email. There's a link there. You've answered some questions, and if you qualify, somebody's going to connect with you, and you may be able to be a part of our elite real estate club in North America and Canada. Whether you join my club, whether you read books, whether you follow other people, the point here is don't do what you were doing when the market kept going up. See, strategy is different when the market is up, when the market is flat, and especially when the market is down and market continues or expected to continue to go down. You got to do different things in order to do that. I hope this video inspires you to completely do something different and be part of those small group of people that are going to make huge amounts of money, whether it's passive income, whether it's income, or whether it's making a lot of money buying, fixing, flipping, buying, fixing, keeping, or just buying a rental property in a proper way. Buy properties below market value, properties that produce cash flow, and get access to money right now. All the best to you. Take care. Bye-bye.